oddly enough, what drove me to do what I do now, I was still in high school, or I just finished, and I had an absurd fascination with mangrove snakes. Like, I had cutouts put all over my wall. I'm just like, how am I going to get this? And one day I had a fortune cookie. This is so cheesy. And it said something along the lines of, if you try hard enough, you'll get what you want, kind of thing. So, and I taped it underneath the mangrove snake, and I'm like, one day it'll happen. And within, I don't know, 6 months, someone randomly offered me one. And I was only 16 at the time. They thought I was older because I kept a bunch of rear fanged already, and I was kind of underage per se for a rear fanged, but they sold it to me, and then I got 3 more after that. And then from there, I needed to find more obscure stuff. I was like, why are they not in the hobby? And that's how I just kind of wanted to figure out how to do importing without even knowing it was a thing at the time.
That is really interesting. It's funny, like, setting goals and having these, something that you're pursuing is something that I'm used to being in the sports world. And what you're saying there, like having something pasted on your wall with a goal working towards, I don't think very many people probably do that in the reptile world, but it's certainly something that's all over, like in the business world, especially in the sports world as well. And obviously it paid off. You had a dream to accomplish that. So that is kind of crazy. It's a really interesting story. So then how did you start the importing? And because at that time, obviously you were buying some obscure animals. Somebody was doing some importing. I'm sure you were buying from an importer of some sort.
It was actually just like friends of friends that knew stuff. And it was just like one of those, you don't know who the actual seller is because they were like quiet. And I didn't know back then. I was just, okay, I'm buying this. Yeah. But importing wise, like when I first started, it goes back to another mangrove snake, go figure. It was the Filipino mangroves, the divergence. They have like nice bright blues on them. Yeah. And I was like, I need this in my life. I don't care how I'm going to find it, or is it even in the hobby? I had no idea. So, I don't even know how it really started, but I started going through different groups, websites, and I was like hours of research and like, where are these? And being they were so obscure and unknown, there wasn't much information out there. And I happened to come across one female, a big adult female. Her origins, I don't know if she was captive bred, wild caught, no clue. And she was in Germany, and I was like, interesting. And at the time, I was like, oh gosh, almost $2,000 for this one snake. And I was like, whatever, buy it. And
oh my God.
I don't know how I'm going to get it here. I had no idea.
That is an extreme purchase too. Like $2,000 is not a small amount of money but I'm guessing you wanted it so bad that it's funny how the number that you're willing to spend on a snake just slowly increases. Like first you're just like, 200 seems a lot. And then you can justify 800 and then it just goes forever.
Exactly. And like it was a payment plan situation, like very short term. But I had no idea how to get it to me. And I was like, oh my God. So I went through a bunch of like websites trying to figure out if there are any importers into Canada. Or anywhere, just importers in general in Europe. And I don't know anybody in Europe at the time. So is this guy a scammer? Or are they going to rip me off? I had no idea. But I just blindly did it, found someone that was willing to import them in. And so I just got a very small little order together with a couple friends of some species they wanted as well, just to make it a little bit more worthwhile. And then imported them in with, 2 more divergents I found after that too.
That came in on the same package?
Yeah, the first captive bred babies that were ever done through was a Russia zoo. And so I bought 2 of those. So I had 3 come to me in that one shipment. And then it just kind of spiraled from there.
How much were the babies?
They were more.
So it wasn't a small purchase.
No, it took about a year to really get everything going in together. I was so surprised the guy was that patient, honestly. But,
you'd think someone might have scooped them out who was, someone on that side of the world.
Well, exactly. I just remember being so excited to the point, like I almost had that surreal, like high feeling when you're really excited about something. It's like, oh my God, this is actually happening. And that's what got me importing.
So tell me about the moment you opened that package then.
Oh God, it was awesome. It was so awesome. I was so scared they're going to be dead or something.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
But yeah, they were amazing shape. They were perfect and grew grew them up and I produced the first ones in North America that